Hello. Oh, that's loud. Hello. How you doing? Saturday has rolled around yet again. Yeah, another chance to redeem ourselves from yesterday's horrible stream. Let's just go over. Let's just do little debriefing on yesterday's stream. What happened on yesterday's stream? Well, I tried a bunch of new things, and I was trying to go into the studio, and I recently got a new camera. And among the new things that I tried was a new USB extension cable, which is what lets me hook up this camera here to very high, very high near the ceiling, and a good 10 feet, good 12 feet away from the PC that it's hooked up to. So I bought a new extension cable cord, and that apparently I just tossed in the trash because I did some experimentation on with that, and it does not work at all. So for the purpose intended, I mean, it kind of connects, but then I just get static over the video no matter what I do, even when it's not hooked up far away. And I tried multiple cameras too, so I eliminated the idea that the extension cord was working and maybe the camera was bad. Two different cameras both couldn't work on that USB extension. I just got it, so I just put it in the trash. It was like, what can you do? So today I have very low expectations. What we're gonna do is a regular stream today, where we're not gonna try to move into the studio. Although I want to do that again, where we're going to fly around in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Somewhere to somewhere else. Maybe do 2 trips today because we have a couple hours. The second half of the show, as always, will be me playing live music on stream and performing, possibly, and generally singing. Although that part we can all forget about, hopefully. Is this working here? It's working. Very good. So I haven't decided yet whether we're going to play the guitar or play the piano because yesterday we really didn't do either. So I could do whichever I wanted, and we'll decide at the very last second. Now, as far as planes go, there's another conundrum there. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about airplanes. So yesterday I'd recently bought eight new planes, which is 6 planes from the Got Friends pack and 2 of these German Junkers. The Junkers 52, which is like a tri-motor, and the Junkers F-13, which is an earlier single motor plane. Interesting. But we haven't taken out this bigger Junkers yet, okay? And we also haven't taken out some of the other new planes from the Got Friends, particularly this experimental MXA. Haven't seen it. We took out the Lake Skipper. We took out the Cubcrafters Monster NX, which is nice because it's fast. It's got nitrous oxide. And then but there's a couple more. No, that wasn't the one. We took out the. Did we take out this Vertigo yet? I don't know if we have. So we still have this one to do, and that's why I want to kind of do 2 flights today. So what happened yesterday is because of that bad extension cable, as soon as I started setting up for the thing, 2 things happened. But they're related because they're part of the USB system. One is the camera that I had stopped functioning. I mean, it had the video, but it would not focus, and I couldn't run the Logitech app to turn, to change the focus or the view thing. So it was stuck in near focus. And secondly, the audio cut out because the audio mixer suddenly stopped working for no reason at all, except it's also connected by USB, not the same USB. So I threw away that USB cable. I was sure it was causing all sorts of technical problems. Just one cable like a new cable. And that's the thing. Anytime things are working and then you substitute something out, things are not going to work like they used to, I'm kind of liking this new camera. I've got some different settings on it. I have facial enhancement, which I need for the face because of the face issue. You can see here. So I turn on facial enhancement, and it does appear to enhance my face somewhat to where it looks all like where the Brio looked like. At least to my eyes. I'm looking at a playback here. All right. So what are we going to do? Okay. The other thing I was going to mention is that my go-to plane, the V-22 Osprey, received a downloaded update yesterday via the content manager. And I'm always interested in finding out if there's anything I can tell that's different on the Osprey. And that's kind of a priority to me because that is my jam. The Osprey V22 is my jam. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. So that's the other thing. We're going to do 2 flights today because we have so many things. One is going to be in the Osprey. One is going to be in one of these new planes, either this Junkers or this Vertigo plane here, which looks like it's got a super powerful engine jammed into it, or this experimental MXA, whatever that is. It looks like it might be able to land in water. I don't know for sure. Unusual looking aircraft though. These are all part of a, you buy 6 planes for $5. They were all freeware at one point. Okay, well, I get to decide, right? By the way, if there's anybody here in chat, either on my YouTube chat or my Twitch chat, I invite you to drop a location and I will fly over that city. For example, a city, a large geographical landmark of some kind, a street intersection somewhere. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. This Junkers could be a challenge. It's between these two. I gotta check this thing out. We'll get a chance to try them out. I fly every day, and it's got these great wild paint jobs, liveries. Cyclone, dark matter. All right, well, we'll try Cosmic Chaos. But usually for the first, if I fly 2 missions, for the first mission's nobody's here to call out a location, so I get to pick the location as well. And for this one, how's Rio looking? How long is this runway? I'll find. Oh, too late. San Diego. Well, by the way, we did San Diego like 2 days ago, just because of the whole thing. But I'll go San Diego on the second if you're still here, because I already picked Rio. But as I say, there'll be a second one. And we'll do San Diego on the second one. I go San Diego all the time. I mean, I can fly around San Diego like it's the literal back of my hand. The number of times I've been there. But it's fun flying around. I mean, we did a whole thing where we flew around. That's like 2 days ago, the San Diego Convention Center. No, it was just, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. That might be the stream I deleted, but yeah. So we'll do San Diego again. It's always a great location. There's a lot of, you've got a water plane you can take off. There's cruise ships. There's military airports. And I'm sure we'll be doing it a lot before the convention. But this is a new plane to me. I've never been in this bad boy, so we're gonna enjoy taking a peek at it. It's got one of them shiny, just a beautiful, look at that. It's a beautiful shiny livery there. It's called a Vertigo. I don't know much about it. It looks quite sleek. Pratt & Whitney PT68, 850 horsepower. That's what it says there. I believe it. All right, master on, avionics on. Wait, we don't want that yet. Okay. Ignition on. Fuel pump probably. Hold on. We want this. It's a little bit of a different starter procedure. Okay, throttle to there. Right. Fuel to left and right. What's this dash like? Okay. What's that? This is all looking good. Okay, this is already booted up. What's this here? Landing gear down. That's a test. Okay. Set flaps to auto or manual. Interesting. Auto flaps on a plane like this. We won't need that. All right, let's see if we can start it up though. Okay, so fuel is on, airflow, hot air entry. Okay, yeah, okay, it's a little turbo engine. That's why it takes a while. It's not like a prop where it kicks right over. Turbines always take a while to spin up. That's why you have a starter engine that runs until it completes the startup procedure. Cool. So this is a fast plane with that 6-blade propeller. That seems to be going okay. Now let's look here. Make sure all our gauges are green. They pretty much are. Okay, very good. That's our duplicates. Fuel level. Cool. Never exceed speeds. Clean. What's landing stall? 55. Clean stall is 70. Landing stall is 55. VSO. That's important to remember. Maximum gear down speed is 140. And flaps is 180. Okay. You need to know those. And we know them now. Right, we're close enough. We can find out where they are. It's good that they have those. All right. Beautiful plane. Let's head out. We're going to want to head east. Or south, let's say. It doesn't matter.
KNSH 999 ready to taxi south departure.
What's my audio level at here? That's fine. Launch that. Oh, those strobe lights are bold. We don't have to have them. I like them though. On most planes have them, but they're quite subtle in their effect. But all planes they do look like that when you have the strobe lights on. All right, we're gonna turn them off for now, until we get to the air. So that's them with off. But we'll turn them on. I like strobe lights. It's fun. And we'll do San Diego, and we'll do San Diego in the other plane that I want to do is the Osprey because it got an update. It got one of those. Oh, we're downloading an update. And that's my main plane. You know, that's the thing I do the most. So I kind of want to know. I think I'll be able to know if there's something different about the Osprey or something broken, which of course I'll love. You know. Okay, let's slow this down here. Request takeoff clearance. Flaps to 1/3. There's the flaps you can see there at the trailing edge. I like this shiny, new-looking livery. Acknowledge take it.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26 KNSH 999.
All right, are we going anywhere? Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta remember. This is not a piston engine; it's a turboprop engine. So, like a turboprop and jets, there's a lag when you push the throttle down, but then they build up a lot of power. Okay, we got a nice runway there. We're gonna go full. You can see full throttle there. We're in the red, but we're fine. Not for too long. Oh yeah, look at that speed. Look at that speed. And already we want to pull back on throttle, or we're gonna overspeed for flaps with 140. Ooh, we almost tore the flaps off there. This is a very powerful engine. Oh my. All right, south is this way. Yeah, wow. This is like driving a Ferrari compared to a lot of these little planes. Because, oh my. It's hard to tell. And by the way, everyone follow Giorgio. He's a great streamer. And there's a lot of fun stuff, especially loves those airliners. But man, yeah, this thing just, wow. You'd have to fly it, probably in real life, but you know, I got the engine going halfway, and I'm doing 260 knots, which for most, you know, I don't know, you can really tell we're moving too. So it puts a smile on your face when you get going like that. The only things I mentioned in the danger is it's a good thing you got to quickly get the flaps and the landing gear up because you're already going way over that speed. So what else does this thing have? Okay, oh yeah, we want to turn our strobe lights on. You can kind of see when you're in the air, it's not quite as dramatic, but it's still really cool. Okay, so this is Rio. Yeah, I saw that. Pittsburgh to JFK. Great landing too. Yeah, he's getting his landings down there. But you gotta, you know, it takes a long time to get everything right, including, you know, what you do after you land, how well you operate the speed brakes. What's over there? Not much. What's that way? So like this is like a whole beach area, like a bunch of resorts down here. Yeah, we're moving fast. I don't want to get too high because we're going to go above I don't want to go above the cloud level here. But this plane is it's just like, this is definitely a Porsche of planes. in terms of you can just tell it's really well made, but insanely powerful. There's some little islands down here. This is what the the west coast the east coast of Brazil looks like. In case anybody was curious. It's pretty. I would go there. And then they have the famous, some famous stuff. I believe it's up here. We should get rid of this. What's our speed? Almost 300. Oh my lord. This is a plane that will get you somewhere. Yeah, fast. And yeah, you can really get that sensation of speed when you fly low. Well, I guess that's why they call it the Vertigo. That's why I want to try this. It's a very unusual plane. It's got six blades in the propeller, which is the only plane I've ever seen like that. Which is, because it has a very powerful engine. That's the only way to transmit that power to the air without having a gigantic propeller. Well, what are we doing? We're doing 283. I'm still not even comfortable with that speed. I mean, it's like too fast. But it looks like our top speed is over 350 knots, and our breakout speed is over 400. So, it's a speed. It's a demon. I think the interesting thing will be with these fast planes is when you're landing them, getting them to go slow enough. But we do have, flaps that we can deploy. Now, in case people are not aware of some of the most famous sites in Rio, we're going to do a little active pause right up here. It's a pretty good model of that famous Jesus monument up there. The cool thing is when you get up close, this is huge. It's 140 feet tall. Let's find out. Hold on. The other thing I always like to do is get the old maps up for Google. Rio Janeiro, Brazil. Right? Yeah. And then, Christ the Redeemer, or Cristo Redentor, right? World famous location. 30 meters tall, 90 feet. Mountaintop statue of Jesus Christ, offered in a train. Okay, the point is, when you're close, 90 feet sounds tall, but looking, when you're far away, it's just, you can barely see it. But they did a good job. That's probably what it looks like from out here, you know what I mean? But we're moving fast, so we're also going to have to go down here. And we're going to check out Rio de Janeiro. And we're going to, I want to lose some altitude here. So that's what it looks like from up there, I mean, it's there. It's a big statue. And then the world famous sugar loaf is part of the backdrop of many of the famous beaches of Rio. We're going to fly around that. Yeah, what do you do? Okay, Giorgio also plays Fortnite, which, as we know, is where the followers come from. We're going to fly around this sugar loaf, and we're going to check out downtown Rio. Twitch has over 90 million followers in the Fortnite category, and only 400,000 followers in the Microsoft Flight Simulator category. So yeah, Fortnite's even though there's a million people playing Fortnite, it's a top 5 game. It's still a top 5 game on Twitch. Okay, Metropolitan. What did they call this? Metropolitan what? I always want to tell you what it is. Metropolitan Cathedral. Okay. Oh, and looks like they have an airport right in front there. We can probably land there later. So we've done some urban canyon carving, if we survive the urban canyon carving. You know what I mean? It's the Metropolitan Cathedral, but it looks like a modernist building, right? Or is that just, I don't know what the heck's going on here. Metropolitan Cathedral. I'll tell you guys in a second. Give me a second. That's a wild looking building. I mean, is it as tall as it looks too? Let's find out. Okay, so we flew around the mountain there. We flew around Sugarloaf. We came in, and it's the... I better look it up. What did I say it was? Cathedral. Yeah, the Cathedral Metropolitana de San Sebastian, a distinctive modern cathedral resembling a pyramid, inaugurated in 1979. Interesting. Oh, wow. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Good selection of souvenirs at the entrance. It's a blessed environment that I highly recommend you visit, according to Google's. Uh-oh. Okay, where's the, like, stadia? Gotta be a stadium somewhere. This plane is a mover. Don't try to go slow. I mean, you know, because it ain't gonna do it. We're at 192, and that's like loafing. It is quite maneuverable, I think. I gotta get used to it, though. Okay, there's the train station. Okay, so there's the cathedral over there. I think there's some buildings over here. And there's like an aeropuerto. It's a pretty busy looking airport. But I don't think it's the main airport. There's always like these old cities, there's always like a close-in airport and then the actual international airport. Because that doesn't have enough. It is like way out there. It's way in the back there. Like that they added later. Okay, so here's another neighborhood that's kind of across the bay. Yeah, but yeah, you can check out a lot of terrain pretty quickly. And again, I love how these buildings you know, the architecture just of the normal buildings is what tells you where you are. It's very South American. But yeah, I can't really watch Fortnite. It's just like, you know, burns my eyeballs. And that's a long ass looking bridge. And they call this in Brazil, it's called the long ass bridge. Is it a floating bridge? No, it's a trestle bridge. All right, what is this bridge? Zoom out. It's the Ponto. Oh, it's the, what is it? The Costa e Silva. It's an 8.2 mile concrete bridge between Rio and Niterói. There. One of the longest in the world, according to Google. And I would not mess with Google if I were you. All right. Well, we're doing 2 missions today. The second one's going to be in San Diego because I got the mission. Love how these control surfaces look on this paint job, though. Oof. Oof. And the second one we're going to do is not going to be in a new plane, but in a recently updated plane, which is the V-22 Osprey, which is always exciting to fly. So I think that's kind of the main airport. Yeah, we should just land there. Or should we land? Let's land in the waterfront airport. That one there. They don't care. We don't care. Nobody cares. But the important thing is we got to get this plane slowed down, and I don't think it has a speed brake, which is what I was trying to allude to earlier. Like pitch, trim, throttle, but I don't see a speed brake. Oh, kind of frame here. So I'm just going to put my engine down to like practically nothing. See if we can get down to a speed where we can even put our flaps out, which is 140. All right, we can put our flaps out because the flaps will slow us down a little bit more. Very good. And now it's slow enough to put our gear down. Oh, thank you so much. You can go away. Promoters in chat. You know, it's good when there's a promoter in your chat because it means they found you. It means you're live. It means you're actually in the world somewhere. But no, we won't be accepting your offer of promotion or going to that place. I should probably just delete it. Can I do that right from here? I don't think I can. I have to go to my... Yeah, I have to go to my mod view. I don't feel like doing it. I'm not worried about it. Okay, wait a minute. More flaps. More flaps. I was looking at the, see if I could ban somebody from chat. I don't care. All right. We're going to land in this left runway here and let the cops take us away. We don't care. We're not asking permission. We'll have forgiveness afterwards. I like it. This airport has 2 sets of, I guess one for each runway. 2 sets of those 4 light visual glide slope indicators, GSI. Okay. All right. Remember what it said. It said our stall speed is 70, but our landing stall speed is 55. And we are still going pretty fast, and we're at full flaps. So we don't want to come in too high. 70. We got flaps set. Oh, see, 55. Okay, a little more. Remember, we got turbos, so we got to be on the throttle before we need it. 68 knots too fast. So you got to baby the throttles. This is what it looks like from here. Still got 4 lights. Baby the throttles. We want to come down a little. We want to land a little slower, but we're going to flare out, so that's fine. Right in the middle here. Oops. And then right at 55. Perfect. I mean, I don't know about the lineup, but that was the perfect landing speed, the softest landing speed you could do. Okay, flaps up immediately. Take them up immediately. And I do like these strobe lights. I mean, it's a little bold, but I like it. And at night, it's going to be blinding. You know what I mean? This is the only plane I've had that has these really bright, flashing strobe lights, which you can turn off. There's a switch there. But that's a pretty easy landing plane, I think. You just need to know the speeds. You need to know the correct speeds. And we're going to take off from San Diego now in the Osprey, because I want to try it, because it was just down. I just got to download it as usual. It doesn't say what was updated. I could probably find out on the internet. But since I'm so familiar with the plane, I don't see any reason why we can't just try it out. And that'll give us a second little mission of the day. This first mission was to check out this plane, which I've never flown before, because I just bought it as part of the Got Friends 6. Look at that thing. That's a cool looking thing. I think I've had that, though. It's one of those and it comes in all these different liveries, too. The only issue I have a feeling, is that my pet peeve, which is I don't know if you can open the cockpit. Oh, maybe you can. It's got a big lever. Yeah, so you can't click on the lever. You can't open the canopy, as they call it, unless it's down here. No, I don't see anything down there. Nothing over there. Yeah, canopy would be there, I think. So that's not good, but it's not horrible. All right, so reverse the procedure. Turn off your avionics. Then shut the engine down. Strobe lights off. Fuel pump off. Ignition to auto. Then fuel off. And battery off. And the engine's going to slow down. Looks like there's like little pieces of the actual engine in there. It's about as close as we can get, but still. A beautiful plane. Yeah, I think it's slowing down. Yeah, it is. I mean, the engine's off. Yeah, it's got a 6-bladed propeller, which I want to see. And then we're going to switch to the Osprey and San Diego. It's just a monster of a propeller. I mean, I've never seen one of these in real life, a 6-bladed propeller. And you're like, does it really take a long time to spin up like that? Yeah, it's a turboprop. It's not a piston engine plane. I wonder if it has the real one has a propeller brake. What's this thing here? That's the parking brake, right? Yeah. I do have this plane in other versions. Flaps. I do want to see what happens if you set flaps to auto sometime. Yeah, it's a testing system, circuit breakers. Yeah, eventually that's going to slow down. But yeah, it's just the way it is. It's just very lightly weighted, and it's a turbine, so. All right. All right. That's enough, though. Okay. Next, we're going to fly San Diego and the Osprey. Yay. Which is always something I look forward to. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then we're going to play some music. It's going to be fun. And hopefully, again, at least this stream will not be as scuffed as yesterday's stream. Cheers. I got a little bit of Diet Coke left, and during the break, I'm going to go get a little bit more. Yummy. All right, world map. We know where we're going. San Diego. It should be a nice day there because, yeah, it's a nice day here. And since we are taking off, we're going to take off from the Naval Air Station in the V-22. Where is it? It's right here somewhere. Where is it? Not there. I'm always moving this list of planes around, so or changing things. But I saw it earlier today. Really distinctive. We'll do the best one, the presidential. Now we want to take off successfully, so 50% weight load is a little high. But we're going to cold start it. It's a fantastic, fun plane to cold start. Does that all look good? Yeah. And they'll fly around, San Diego, if anybody's interested in where the convention center is located and what it looks like. And then we're going to land on a ship that's just off the bay, on an actual ship vertically. So we'll be taking off using VTOL and landing vertically on a ship, if successful. That's typically what we do around here. It's successful, and I'm pretty good. I have a high percentage on this mission. That doesn't mean it's successful every time. The transition is always hard. It's always hard. The transition from horizontal flight to vertical flight on the Osprey, where it starts flying much more like a helicopter, but in between, it flies between a plane and a helicopter. It's not just one or the other. It's really hard to describe, but it's fun because it's a completely unique flying experience. Now they've recently updated this. Reading the aircraft manual is highly recommended. Yeah, that manual is like 150 pages too, and it's a lot of it's copied, I think, from the real thing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like the autopilot, how the hover. This is the plane. One thing is we cannot start the plane with those propellers like that, or they'll smash into the ground and blow up, and that's not good. But it's a little more tricky than that anyway. So, step one, I've done this a million times, is turn on your battery. Get your 24 volts DC. That allows us to start the APU, which is a small turbine engine located in the wing section, where in this wing module here between the two engines, where it attaches to the plane. There's the APU. You kind of see a little exhaust there on the right side of it, upper right side, and there's you see heat coming off it. That's the APU. Once it's in run, we can engage it, and now it is actually providing power and starting to build up hydraulic pressure, which is what we're going to need. So now that we got the APU running, we can start we can turn on all of our MFDs. There's 5 of them. They all go to day mode because it's day. And this one here in the middle, let's see if we can get a better view here. This one here in the middle is showing what our hydraulic pressure, where it says HID3, that's the third hydraulic circuit. That's the one associated with the APU. Hydraulic 1 and 2 are associated with the 2 main engines. Once we get to 5,000, we can start moving the engine nacelles to the vertical position so we can start the engines. Until then, these nacelles won't move. But they're coming up. There we go. Now we move the nacelles to what we call the 90-degree position. And that will allow us to start the engines while they are vertical. So we're setting this to 90, 66. Let's zoom in here so I can actually see what it is. 60. Wish there's a better way of reading this out from the HUD, because it's a critical reading. You want it to be exactly 90 degrees, preferably. 90 degrees. That's not on, is it? Okay. Now the next thing to do is to start one of the engines. First into crank mode for about 10 seconds till it cranks. You can kind of hear it cranking a little bit, and then we can put it in start. And then you'll actually see both engines, or both rotors starting. Now, why? I just started one engine. Why are both, hey Giorgio, why are both motors going? Both rotors are going, even though I only have one engine going. It's because each engine powers both rotors. The two engines power there's a torque tube, effectively, that transfers torque across the rotor. So if you lose one engine, you still are powering both rotors, but you have half power. It's a really complicated system. Okay, once we get to there, okay, we can put this in run mode. And we can put the next one in crank. So you start both engines, but the rotors start even with the first engine. It's a really complicated system. And you wouldn't believe this wing doesn't have any fuel in it, but it has this really complicated hydraulic system in it for controlling the plane. And with multiple hydraulic circuits. Okay, how are we doing here? Hopefully we can start this bad boy. Oh, we can put this in fly, I think, right? Oh, it's in fly. That one's in start. Yeah, it's starting up. These engines do take a while to get going. Oh, they're very good. Okay, so this can go into fly. Both engines are in fly mode. We can now turn off the APU as it is no longer needed. Off. Stop. We're wasting power. We'll make sure that we can do that. Parking brake is on. Parking brake is off. Test the parking brake. It is functional. Now that we've done that, we're going to take off, and we're going to check off basically this direction there, or no, that direction there, north, is where we're going to go downtown. So let's request a takeoff to the north. Yeah, this is the Osprey is my jam. It took a while. There's a huge manual just to learn to do that startup sequence. Trust me, I failed so many times and smashed things and messed up one way or another, maybe 10 times until I was like, okay, I think I got the sequence down to how to do all this stuff here. One thing I've never played with, though, is the hoist. I wonder if we could do that. Okay. All right. Okay, so in order to move this thing, we will have to move the cells down to a taxi position, which is about 60 degrees. Where does it want us to go? All right, are we moving? Yes. Control surfaces. Can I get an airliner? I have a couple. I mean, I have the ones that it comes with. I have a few airliners. Where is my runway? I don't even care, but I think it's this way. Normally, it should show it to you. Just slide in between these guys here. You're fine. We don't care. We're going to go to this run. It's not telling us which runway to go to, but I know this run. I know this airport pretty well. I don't know where freaking taxiway 29 is. All right, let's move this down a little bit. Yeah, the thing about airliners, I'm sorry to say. Oops. I don't enjoy them. I don't need to be mean, but I find them kind of, hey, Aiko, how you doing? I find that I've flown them a lot, and I mean, there's a satisfaction of flying a real plane and taking on that responsibility. But you know, of course, they're very complicated systems. I know, really. I could see loving really being into airliner flights, but it's just not for me. I like, you know, it's literally my last choice. But You know, if there's a group of people, give me some more notice. If there's a group of people like, oh, tomorrow at a certain time. By the way, kind of out to land. We're gonna start flying pretty soon. I would like to do a group Microsoft Flight Simulator thing, but you don't. I don't have to. If you guys are flying airliners, I don't have to fly an airliner. I mean, I can fly anything. You know what I mean? But I get unless it's airliners only. All right, we're almost somewhere. Come on. I think the runway is down this way. Excuse me, guys. I don't know where you're delivering that luggage to. And then we're going to go... so runway 29, and that's runway 13, or 18. 29 is like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're taking off on runway 18. What are they going to do? This thing needs about 300 feet to take off. It'll say, oh, you weren't authorized to take off. But what are they going to do? What are they going to do? All right. So here's the tricky part. Here is my absolutely tricky part. First of all, got to be at 60. 60. Get some good speed going. Somebody's flying around. See if I can get enough speed going to actually get this thing off the ground. Yeah, I was not authorized to take off, but I don't have all day. Okay, start moving this thing forward. Want to be right around 99% torque here. Anything more than that. Keep these nacelles moving forward. Oh, gear up. Gear up. Watch the speed. And then we're going to make this left turn here. Nacelles down more. We can't lower... Yeah, we're getting to the point where we can lower them all the way. Now we want to start backing down on the throttle or we're going to overspeed. It's a little tricky. Okay, we're going to go full down on the nacelles here. By the way, I was watching this new movie yesterday. That's on Paramount Plus, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, it's the new Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise. Okay, we're going too fast. We don't want to overspeed. It's the new Mission Impossible movie, Tom Cruise. Okay, first off, right in the first scene, multiple Ospreys taking off, landing, and maneuvering their pods. And I was like, right in the first scene, just watch the first 5 minutes of the movie. I watched about an hour of it. It's 2.5 hours long. And I was like, oh, this is dull. This shit is dull. But, and Tom looks old. Not, hey, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is bad. He's a couple years younger than me, all right? And he looks about 3 decades younger than me. But he still doesn't look like the guy that, you know, the action star that everybody knows. You got to carefully monitor the throttle. There's all these cool landmarks and museums. I think this is the zoo out here, the world famous zoo. I believe is right around here. San Diego Zoo, if you want to go to the zoo. I believe it's around here. I don't remember for sure. Actually, there's a lot of stuff around here. And yeah, there's like a bunch of operating V-22 Ospreys right in the title sequence, effectively before the title sequence. And I was like, oh, this is already the best movie ever made. That's all it has to have is V-22s. All right, we're going to come in here. There's another runway over there. But we're going to come in here and check out downtown. Now, one thing you're going to notice is that the main airport in San Diego is right near downtown. So I'm looking for Airbnbs to rent. You know, and some of them are right near the water, but I got to tell you, the beach weather in San Diego is very hit or miss. It could be really foggy all day and cold, and you don't want to go into the beach. So getting a beach house and renting a beach house for a week in San Diego, in my opinion, is not a great idea. But there's a lot of stuff up here. And then you can drive in down these streets. And one of the reasons why it's not that expensive is because the airport is right downtown. It's right there. Okay, it's always happy. That's the San Diego International Airport. It's real close to downtown. And so, yeah, planes are flying in right over this runway all the time. I was driving on this freeway, and yeah, 737 like buzzed my car. And I was like, yeah. Okay, so and there's the Coronado Bridge. Okay, we're getting some choppiness, but that's all right. It's normal. Everything's good. The Coronado Bridge, and we're this building here that kind of has this boat-shaped sails to it. This is the Convention Center of San Diego. Right here, there's a I think a Hilton hotel over there. This is the convention center. It's in two parts. They could do half conventions or full conventions, but I think TwitchCon is a full convention. Takes up the whole thing. It's right on the waterfront, so it's very pretty. And then the Padres play in that baseball stadium right there. And that's also where how you doing, Science? When not last year, obviously, but the year before when they had San Diego, Megan Thee Stallion, the party, not the partner party, but the Saturday night party was in the stadium, and that's where I didn't go. I gave my ticket to someone else that didn't feel like it. I'm not a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan anyway, but this is where it's going to be. And for the next 5 years too. So it'll be interesting to see if I can find like a place. That maybe I'd want to, rent every year. But I still don't know. I kind of think it might be fun to be kind of not too far away from the convention center. Because that means you're also not too far away from downtown where stuff is happening. So last time I rented a place in La Jolla, which is a good solid 15 miles north. This, by the way, is the ultra world famous. I've been to this place. We want to do this here. Coronado Hotel here. Very famous architecture there. And it's a beautiful place. I mean, I think it was in the 70s I was there. Let's take it. Let's hop off this little. We're going to do a parachute operation here. And check out the Hotel Coronado model. It's really expanded. It used to kind of just be this main building here, with this really kind of cool towery thing here. And then they built all this stuff is new out there. All this is, a lot of this stuff is new. Well, it's new from the 70s. And I think these are new. This extension's new back here. So I think it's got like, hundreds and hundreds of rooms now. But it looks nice. It's right on the beach. It's in San Diego. And it's expensive. All right, better hop back on. Okay, so this is the beach at Coronado, and again, it's a beautiful day today, but it could be crappy in September. And that's the runway where we're supposed to take off. And we're gonna land on that little ship out there, by the way. After we burn some fuel. There's almost always a cruise ship out here, and there isn't one today. It's really interesting. I think that's real traffic when they have cruise ships in there. Like I've always seen a cruise ship. It's moving. That ship there is always there. We're not going to land on that one. We're going to land on the one that's further out. This is cool there. This is an aircraft carrier that's parked that you can visit in Discovery Bay, I guess. There's a bunch of these things I think are tourist attractions here. It's a lovely city in terms of, architecture's cool and the weather's great. It's expensive, but there's like right down in this area here near the train tracks. Hey, if anybody can follow who's been watching and is not already following Giorgio, could follow him. That I would greatly appreciate it. I already am, of course. He wants to get that. He wants to, get that 100 mark. But again, ask your Fortnite friends. Down here, you can see here. Like these houses are kind of small, and it's called National City, and it's not good. That's where you don't want to stay. So the area just south of San Diego, kind of the downtown area, it trends to a definitely a not as good neighborhood. But then when you get further out, these are really nice. These are nice suburbs here, out here this direction. And the thing about inland is they do get better weather the further you go inland. You'll get fog, and the fog will come in through the city and then stop right about here. And then everywhere out here will be sunny all day. And it's very typical of West Coast California towns. I live quite a ways from the coast, so we don't get a lot of fog where I am. But I have, and it's amazing how it can be foggy there, and then you go in, a couple, maybe 2 miles inland, and it's beautifully sunny and warm. The fog can keep things cold. All right, we are going to head out to this ship, and we're going to translate to vertical mode and land on the back of this ship here, this amphibious group ready ship there. That's right ahead there. Uh-oh, we almost ran into this plane. It's fine. Don't sue me, FAA. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of traffic out there. And some of these are real, actual planes, and some of these are planes in the game, I think, right? But you want to get to 200. Yeah. Well, I've got what? I have one in 111 or something, or 108. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. So how do you transition to this thing? Well, it's a little like reversing what we did when we got up. It's a little, it's scary. But what we're going to do is start operating the nacelles so that they're not in the fully horizontal position, but instead right about here, right about there. So we're still getting mostly forward flight, but we're preparing the plane to transfer it to a system in which it can land vertically on the deck of the ship that's coming up here. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for following. I appreciate that. He's actually streaming quite a bit. You got to stream a lot more and longer. You know, I mean, that's the other thing. It's not like I'm, saying you have to. You don't have to, but it's a good way of getting followers. You know, because once people follow you, they'll unfollow you if they seem like, oh, this person doesn't stream anymore. You know what I mean? So you do have to make, once you're trying to, I want to get followers, then you need to have that commitment to stream. Okay, we're at 1,400 feet. The transition to vertical is, we want to be lower than about 600 feet. But we're gonna get towards our destination. And then the other thing that I always forget, that you don't want to forget on this plane, is a drop in the landing gear. In fact, I like to do it early, like right now, so I don't have to remember it later. It doesn't really affect the aerodynamics that much by this point. They're coming down. What's their altitude? 900. That's not too bad. Okay, we want to start raising these to about as much as we can. And we're also going to need more power because we need more power to support the weight of this plane. And we're going to slow down, effectively using these to brake. Meanwhile, keep them going up. What is our altitude? Oh, we're way high though. We want to lose some altitude here. We want to lose some altitude. Keep going down. Oh, not that much though. Okay, that beep means too much down. We're okay. We got more power. Reserve. More power, more power, more power. Full power. No? Full power won't do it? What? Alright, well that was one of the ones I wasn't able to transition. It's funny because full power should be able to pull us up, but we were in a wake vortex, so that was a bad thing. Although, normally moving forward, I thought we were moving forward enough so that the wake vortex wouldn't have got us. Anyway, that was probably my fault. Hard to tell. I think I was probably too fast to get the, to be lowering, to raising the nacelles. Or trying to lose altitude. You shouldn't try to lose altitude vertically. You should try to lose altitude by kind of flying in a circle if you need to. Interesting. Okay. All right, well, you got to learn something every time. The other thing is they just updated it, so maybe they made it harder to do that transition. It's hard. It's already pretty hard. Okay. Well, anyway, we're like halfway through the show today, and I believe everyone here knows what that means. And the people who don't, you're going to learn. Which is the second half of the show is a live musical performance And it will be me. Yes, correct. Yeah, I know you know. I know you know. In that case, I'm canceling the music. No, we're gonna and I've decided just now. I'm gonna bring my keyboard in, and we're gonna play some keyboards. Yesterday, we tried to play in the studio and back there, and it was technically messed up. Although I have discovered what I messed or what was causing me to mess up there. Uh, okay, but that was fun. We again the that V2 V22 transfer to vertical is always fraught, but and I don't think I was giving it quite the correct attention I needed to. It's funny, you know, you're also watching chat and stuff like that. It's like a little distracting. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bring the keyboard in. It's right sitting over there. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes. So we'll play some piano or something or keyboards. Maybe I'll bring my fake book in and play some fake book songs. So give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get some more Diet Coke. I'm gonna set up my keyboards, and we're gonna play like for about an hour or so. Should be fun. Hello, everyone. Music. Can you hear me? You can. Can you see me? You can. Alrighty, so if I can make this work a little better. I thought I'd rant to see if we can find some songs I don't play too often in the book here. Here's a couple. I'll do this a little this way, I think. All right. When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known, but when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so insecure, and love so distant and obscure remains the cure. When I was young, never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't wanna live all by myself anymore. When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Cameras aren't matching this well. I changed my camera set system around. I'm going to keep doing it till I don't know when. All right, here's another one. No more talk of darkness. Forget those wide-eyed fears. I'm here. Oh, is this E flat minor? Okay, it is D flat minor. Sorry. No more talk of darkness. Forget those wide-eyed fears. I'm here. Nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you beside you, to guard you and to guide you. And Christine goes, let me be your shelter, let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you. All I want is freedom, and you always beside me, to hold me and then a rule. Say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you'll lead me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask of you. With me each night, each morning. Say you love me, you know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Come on. I'm also doing the music of the night. Oh, well. Yeah, they're almost the same song. Walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls me how much in love we used to be. Oh, can I forget you, girl? When there is always something there to remind me. Oh, something there to remind me. I don't even know how to. I've never tried that before. Oh, be loving you always, with a heart that's true, always, when the things you planned, helping hand. Serving Berlin. Okay. do. Like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean, giving up my senses, put me against. He has such a high voice. Let me love you, let me give my life to you, let me drown in your laughter, let me know at your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always live with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. Don Denver, way up there, man. I guess I could transpose it, but oof. I guess, you sing high. That's the only way to get your. Try to sing high. That's the only way to extend your range. You know what I mean? As a singer, you can't extend your range by staying in your range all the time. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. All right, we're gonna find some more songs here. There's a million in here. Very few probably anyone knows, but including me. Tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast. Never just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, time as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. So many good songs in there. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, mountains and golden sands, and watches the ships that go sailing somewhere beyond the sea. He's where they're watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond a star, it's clear beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. We'll find some Elvis songs at some point here. That's not Blue Hawaii. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't think I'm going tonight. Sometimes I sing that, but it's a hard enough song to play. Here's, for example, from Blue Hawaii. Blue Hawaii is not a good song. Well, this is the good one. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in practicing. I'm definitely kind of rough. I used to know these a little better, but you know. Right the other day, it came into hood in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. I learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for you knew it, and had to hear said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know you're gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, man. You know we'll have a good time then. Just the other day, thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And before we walked away, but as he heard, he said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah. You know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. But I came from college just the other day. Bless me, I just had to say I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He said, I shook and said, and I said with a smile, what I really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the goose in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, you know we'd have a good time then. Goes on. I don't really like that song. It's also very repetitive, you know what I'm saying? He does a great job singing it. It's a classic. I like the tune here. Oops, let's do it right. Is it? That focus by chord. So that's an end chord. Sure about that rendition. By the way, if you're on, yeah, I'll sing a few more songs. If you're on my YouTube and you like this content, by all means, smash that like button, or even subscribe for free. It doesn't hurt anything. I like this tune again. You know, I'll sing a few songs, but I'm more of a player. I'm trying to like get the lounge. To you, morning sea. I don't get it. It's very high. I think that's the chord. that song. I played it. I know, but I don't know if I know it. You know what I'm saying? That definitely nobody knows this song. Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars, and clowns. Consider old situations, new complications. Nothing pretentious or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. Stephen Sondheim, come on. He does these great little tunes. That's one of his earliest ones from Something Funny Happened on the Way to the Forum. I think it. I like those. Day-O. Doctor My Eyes. Doctor My Eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I've done all that I could, feel the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. And Doctor My Eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave their bed for so long? Cause I have wandered through this world, and each moment hasn't fun. I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seems. Doctor My Eyes, tell me what is wrong. I am wise to say if it's too late for me. Doctor My Eyes, tell me what. I don't really like that version. Just memorized it. Almost all of his songs. Actually. Great tune. Oscar Hammerstein. Let's do this right. Close enough. Tunes. Hammer. Still a few good songs in here. Repeat and fade. Okay. All right. Oh, I like this one a little better. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song, think me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. A great song. What are we doing, Tom? We got plenty of time. We're gonna sing. We're gonna play some song. I gotta play a song without singing though to it. Because here's one. Here's one I like the tune. I can sing it, but I don't want to. I'm gonna take a little break. Where's my Diet Coke? Thank God. Cheers, everyone. Diet Coke. Oh boy, auto focusing on this thing just as bad. I need to set this to manual focus. Come on. You sure you don't want to focus? Yeah, so it's the Brio that won't focus. Interesting. Okay, well I'll fix that next time. Everything is scuffed. I'm changing things around. I don't see any particular reason why it shouldn't focus on something here. It's got nothing else in the screen. Maybe if I put my face in. No, now it did. Yeah, I like that. Wow, terrible. Autofocus. I'm just gonna play this as an instrumental. Get that right. That's a great tune. I personally. great Broadway song, but I don't know about a solo piano, you know. By the way, Gabriel, cheers to you. Just doing a little, just trying to do some like show tunes here from the fake book here. Got South Pacific. Just got a few random songs in here I like. Jazz standards. And I had a fun time flying around today, so that was nice. At least things are only partly scuffed in that this camera again is indicating it is absolutely impossible for it to autofocus. By the way, everyone, cheers! I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday afternoon, evening, morning. I don't know. This is nature's finest brown fluid. We are sponsored officially by Diet Coke here, is what I'd say, is if we were actually sponsored by anybody. Okay. How does this one go? I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. The moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a sunrise breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is it? Deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really ain't a lie, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to climb, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us stay. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? I do all the Bee Gees parts at the same time, sort of, not really. But you know, I always think that song, you know, it works even as a solo, kinda. do. Of course I do. Except when soft rains fall and you run in I got it bad. That ain't a great song. How's everyone doing their Saturday? Oh, another Bee Gees song. Started a joke which started the whole world crying, but that I didn't see that the joke was on me. I started to cry, which started the whole world laughing. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. I looked at the skies, running my hands over my eyes. I fell out of bed, hurting my head from things that I said, till I finally died, which started the whole world living. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. That joke was on me. Bee Gees. Why do I even try? First I was afraid, I was petrified. Keep thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights checking how it did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I grew hard again alone. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed those stupid locks, should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go now, go out the door, turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, I've got all my love to give, and I will survive. I will survive. It took me somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you feel like dropping in, and you expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go now, go. Walk out the door. I turn around now. You ain't welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? No, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to live, I'd love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my love to live, I've got all my love to give, and I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. No, why not? Why not? Gee. Popeye the Sailor Man. No. Camelot. That song. Maybe it's learns today. This one. I don't know if that's really a piano song. I'll find some good songs here. Don't make a thing if it ain't got that swing. Interesting set of chords there. Anything if it ain't got that swing. It's on a paper moon, set over a cardboard sea. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Yes, it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's all guitar parade. Without your love, it's a pin that he played in a penny arcade. It's a bottom and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Just talking. Jersey Bounce. That's another good song. What else? I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through. To make those rainbows in my mind, when I think of you sometime, wanna spend some time with you. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for fears. Wasted water's all that it is, and it don't make the flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We've got to go for all we know. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Let it chill. Does this one have Moon River in it? I just love to do the not though. Got a lot of good stuff in it though. Okay, Moon River. I'm not gonna sing it though. Sorry. Distracted. Okay, that's a C minus, but you know, got to keep practicing it because that's when I'd like to should probably memorize it. This is the one I was confusing earlier. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold and feeling light. And listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes, surrender to your darkest dreams. Put your thoughts of the life you knew before. music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start the journey through a strange new world. Leave your thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you want to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. Power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me in the music of the night. All right, well, we're running a little over. Played a few more some instrumental songs I like playing from here. My Romance is a better song. Okay. There it is. Oh, little Diet Coke. Last song of the night. Cheers, everybody. Diet Coke. Do I sing it? I don't know. My romance doesn't have to have sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No month of May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance, romance doesn't need a thing but you. I'm wide awake, I can make kind of like an old, maybe another song if I can find one. Have a good time. I like to play my tunes here. Do my rest of my Saturday. Tomorrow, by the way, we'll have another stream that's a lot like today's. Except I probably will play the guitar, most likely. I do try to alternate. Street you live. I think that's going to be it for this book. He's from heaven. Remind me, I live in a shell, straight from the past, doing okay, not very well. No jolts, no surprises, no crisis arises, my life goes along as it should. It's all very nice, but not very good. And I'm ready to take a chance again, ready to put my life on the line with you. Been living with nothing to show for it. Get what you want when you go for it, and I'm ready to take a chance again. Wow. Epic, 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 epic. Oh, gosh. I had fun today playing the music, doing the flight simulator stuff. Tomorrow, maybe I'll get my camera on manual focus so it won't be focusing around all the time. And this camera is too bright. Like I'm washed out in the face there. Actually, I'm going to fix that right now. Hold on. Why are you too bright? I can fix that right now. I want to work on that right now. Okay, exposure. Auto. Okay, fine. Image. Brightness. Let's try turning it down to like 50. So I'm not washed out. Like 50. Much better. Oh, yeah. Okay. But little changes in the brightness there. Huge improvement. I'm still adjusting where I want this main camera to kind of be adjusted. And I think that's closer. We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm starting to get there. Okay, everybody. So tomorrow's stream will be a lot like today's stream, except probably just about as bad. So we'll be flying around, we'll be crashing the planes, we'll be smashing the planes, we'll also maybe land a plane or two, and then we're going to do music, which will most likely be guitar. Come by, it's going to be Sunday. Then we're going to watch the playoffs together in that in that separately. I'll watch the game. San Francisco probably going to lose. There's my optimism for you. I'm very optimistic. I don't really care, but anyway. Okay, so we'll see you guys next time. Start soon, except not starting soon, ending soon. And have fun till then.